and now invite His Excellency Ali Sabri, the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Sri Lanka.
Mr. President, let me recall at the outset the first paragraph of the final document of the first special session on disarmament, SSOD. I quote, "The accumulation of the weapons, particularly nuclear weapons today, constitute much more a threat than a protection for the future of the humankind. The time has come, therefore, to put an end to this situation, to abandon the use of force in the international relation and to seek security disarmament, that is to say, through a gradual but effective process beginning with a reduction in the present level of armaments." In the words of President John F. Kennedy before UNGA in 1961, "The weapons of war must be abolished before they abolish us." These words of caution on an existential threat to humanity adopted by consensus in 1971 has a continuing direct relevance to the world in 2023, particularly so with the deteriorating international security landscape taking a turn to worst lately. This year, the Science and Security Board of the Bulletin of the Academic Scientists has moved the hands of the doomsday clock forward, and clock now stands 90 seconds to midnight, the closest to global catastrophe it has ever been. As estimated, 12,500 nuclear warheads are said to be kept across the globe, including those that are in a state of high operational alert. Mr. President, the danger is real, and the world is only too aware of the catastrophic consequences that would follow the deterioration and detonation of a nuclear weapon. We note with serious concern the continuous impasse of the world disarmament machinery. The 10th NPT review conference ended last year without the substantive outcome, and that too for the second consecutive term. While implementation of disarmament commitment and obligations have stalled to a great extent, the expansion and modernization of the nuclear arsenal and their delivery mechanism, weakening the related bilateral agreement and increased emphasis on the nuclear weapons in a national security doctrine continues to take place. It is in this atmosphere of increased nuclear rhetoric that Sri Lanka takes pride in offering a sense of forward movement through accession to the Treaty of the Prohibition of Nuclear Weapons just days ago. We are also pleased to announce Sri Lanka's ratification of the Comprehensive Test Ban Treaty in June this year. Joining these important disarmament treaties are anchored in our long-standing commitment to nuclear disarmament and non-proliferation. Let me also recall that Sri Lanka is one of the first countries to sign and ratify the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, NPT, in 1968, and to sign the Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty, CTBT, in 1996, just days after its adoption. We remain convinced that the only effective guarantee against the use of nuclear weapon is their complete prohibition and elimination. As the saying goes, they won't fear it until they understand it, and they won't understand it. Thank you.
I thank the distinguished representative of Sri Lanka for his statement.